Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Lifestyle Boost podcast. It's your host, Dosia Mabo.
And Emma Mabo.
Okay, so this is going to be a part 2 of, I think, 2 episodes ago, where we answered a couple of questions. So we're kind of just continuing that because there was actually a lot more questions about like African parents. And oh my God, the videos on TikTok blew up.
You know what? We posted a video on TikTok and the comments were going crazy. Like, a lot of people related to us. And we're giving you guys a part 2.
Do you know what's crazy though?
What?
I feel like most of the comment section showed the trauma that African kids have.
No, because literally I was going through the comments and it's not just a specific group of Africans. It's like Africans across the globe.
Literally
like, it was
everywhere.
People from Tanzania, people from Zambia.
I even saw some people commented from from Jamaica. Yeah, like those people from like Haiti, Jamaica, like people from the Caribbean. Like they commented as well.
On YouTube, and African American commented as well. Like it wasn't just Africans. I'm talking like black people in general.
No, they literally like
it's the same thing.
Okay, so the question this time around, we went ahead and like narrowed it down strictly to like the African parents questions because I feel like that was just the most hilarious part of the whole conversation. Okay, so the first question is, have you ever tried to hide a bad grade from your African parents, and how did that go?
Oh, all the time.
Well, see, I think like the only way we could get away with that was probably in like primary school.
Yeah, but keep in mind, like we went to holiday classes as well. And,
that's true.
And she wasn't playing around because holiday classes was like summer classes. So like after during the summer break, you go for these classes for about a month or 2 months. I can't really remember how long. It was a month.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much like school. You go to school Monday through Friday, and then y'all graduate and they give you a report card. Now, nobody really cared about holiday classes.
See, the thing is, people went to like summer classes just to go show off outfits, especially like the boarding school kids.
Exactly.
Obviously, we're in uniform all the time.
And we're just stepping out to the world. So,
oh my God. Like when I look back at pictures from holiday classes, I crawl out of my skin because what were we wearing?
The clothes were atrocious. I don't even know if that's a word. The clothes were horrible. Like I saw there was a hairstyle you had and I was like, God forbid, bro. Like, so it did not even look good.
I'm not gonna call what the head style is because apparently in the US that's a bad word and it starts with a C.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Like, I think they call it here mohawk or mohawk.
Is
not.
It mohawk? They call it a cock.
Cox Patif.
Yeah, that's what. No, but like that means something else in the US.
Oh yeah, but we obviously we thought it. I mean
You see what I mean? Like the first time I told someone that hairstyle, they're like, "Are you talking about like, junk? Like, what the hell?" Like, but no, please, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a hairstyle from back home, and I
so she had that and it was horrible. Like you did not look good. I don't know why you had that on.
Oh, like remember Placide was so mad that day he saw it. Like when I came back from the barbers with that hairstyle, he was like, "We're going back. Yeah, like you're gonna go cut that hair." Our brother was a
terrorist as well. He was a terrorist. He was like, "We're going back to take that hairstyle off." But but back to holiday classes. So we had the summer classes, and you know when you go out, you show off your outfit or whatever. And so nobody really took them summer classes seriously.
No,
nobody did. I personally didn't because I failed all them classes, and it was what it was.
I used to pay someone to fake my grade. I'm sorry, Mom. You're probably gonna see this, but I used to pay someone to write me a report card.
We didn't really need to pay anybody because remember there was a place right across. Small marker.
Oh yeah, there was like a printing shop.
You just go fraud it.
Yeah, there was a printing shop right across from the school, and we'd just go in there and like they also sold like the report
stamp.
card. Yeah,
they sold the stamp.
We just go create it.
You just pay a little bit of money.
That's what I meant. Like you pay like $100, not $100, $100, 100 francs or 200 francs or something like that.
Yeah, and they stamp it. And you know, my mom thought we were the first all the time holiday classes, but we really weren't.
Like we were giving ourselves like A pluses.
Yeah, girl, I was like I was the first all the time, but I probably was the last.
If only you know.
But yeah.
Oh, sorry, Mom.
It's okay. It's okay.
What's the funniest punishment your African parents have ever given you?
I'll let you go first.
Well, I don't like. Okay, I can't think of a punishment because she just whooped us all the time and she was done with it.
Okay, so this is what happened. So she had gone to church, right? She went to church because my mom had like Bible studies every week. I think it was Monday through Friday.
I don't know.
She had Bible studies every week, and so she had gone for Bible studies, and she told us don't leave the house. Everybody to stay in the house. But obviously, me and you, we wasn't gonna stay at home. So there was this mango tree. Keep in mind, we had a mango tree as well. But there was this other mango tree at our neighbor's door, and we went there. And keep in mind, my mom had just bought us mangoes, and we had a mango tree as well.
I know, she just bought us mangoes from the market that day.
She just bought us mangoes, so it was no reason for me and Dosia to step out, but we stepped out anyways, and we went to the neighbor's tree. You were on the tree, and I was standing down. So Dosia is cutting the mangoes and throwing it. I'm catching it and putting it into a little bowl. So she was cutting the mangoes, and then I see my mom walking down, and I was like, "What fuck?"
You know what's crazy? She didn't say anything.
She didn't say anything.
She just walked into the living room.
She just walked into the living room. She saw us. We saw her, but she just walked away. And I was terrified. I was terrified, bro. And so we finished, and we take the mangoes. And I think what pissed her off was because the mangoes weren't even ripe. They wasn't even ripe. And so we walk into the living room. She walks into the living room, and I just hear Dosia screaming.
The whooping she gave us that day.
She whooped her most because I'm just hearing Dosia screaming, and I locked myself in the bathroom because I was like, "It's no way she finna hurt me like that." I was like, "I'm sorry."
I don't think I've ever shouted like that in my life, bro. I was screaming from my stomach
from the bathroom. I'm just hearing Dosia go. Ah, ah. I was like, "Oh hell no!" I was like, "Oh hell no, you're not gonna catch me." And so she's like, "Emma, get out of that restroom, get out of that restroom." And I went out, and she whooped me once, and I was like, "I'm sorry, no." I dipped. I was like, "Nah," but that was crazy. That was crazy days because our mom was not playing around.
Did your African parents ever use any hilarious sayings or proverbs to discipline you?
Okay, so she doesn't really have any. She don't really have a lot because I was the bad kid. I was bad. But anyways, my mom, she had told me to do something a couple times, and I was just like, bro, like I'm just lazy, you know. She's telling me to do something, and I'm just like, no, bro, like I'm trying to watch a movie. And then she gets so angry. She's like, "Emma, did I not tell you to do something? You look like a Humpty Dumpty." And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, whoa.
Not Humpty Dumpty.
And keep in mind, my mom used to teach kindergarten. So all these little rhymes and everything, I think she probably was teaching them Humpty Dumpty in class.
There was a song.
There was a song with Humpty Dumpty or whatever. Yeah. And she's like, "Emma, have I not warned you? You Humpty Dumpty." And I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Sorry. But yeah, she wasn't playing around. Like, mommy was another level.
Have you ever tried to negotiate with your African parents for a later curfew? I think for me, like, living with her felt like living with a roommate, but I know that it wasn't the same for like my other siblings. And so like we kind of just talked, and one day we just came to an agreement like, oh, okay, like, you know, like I'm not gonna come home like after 6 p.m. and like, or whenever it gets dark, like that's my curfew. But I know it wasn't the same for you.
I wasn't getting no curfews because I wasn't going nowhere. She was not going to let me go out. So I just dip whenever I need to because she will never let me go out. No. And I'm like, there's no way you can beg this woman.
Can you blame her though? I feel like that was like, you were so like atrocious. Like you, oh my God, like you were a handful. So I feel like even there was room for negotiating, she was not about to do it.
And I was not about to ask her either. I wasn't. That's why, like, if I had to go out, if she steps out for her Bible studies, I'm gone. And I was I never knew the time as much as that time because I was just, if she literally stepped out, I went out as well. I wasn't even asking her, so I don't think I had a curfew.
Oh, okay. I like this one. What's the most ridiculous excuse you have given your African parents for coming home late?
Okay, so you guys remember the last episode when I mentioned that I had gone out for this end of year party, the Flames, our end of year party. I had gone out, and obviously she didn't even know I was going to an end of year party. Anyways, I go out for the party, and then first of all, I was supposed to come back at 7, but the party was starting at 7, so I was not about to leave at 7. So I was like, I'm not going back home. So I stayed the night at the party, and then the next morning I didn't go home. I got home at 3 p.m. And so it's like, you didn't sleep at home and you have the audacity to show up at 3 p.m. So when she was asking me, like, where were you at? Okay, so if you were in the party last night, where were you at this morning? I told her, I was like, I went to the farm. I said, I went to the farm. And she's like, which farm? Which farm?
In the morning.
In the morning, I was like, I went to the farm. And she was so angry. Like, when my mom gets angry, she gets angry, bro. Like, she was pissed. I went to the farm, and she was so angry because she's like, I know that you're lying, but like, how do you just keep going? Because I wasn't about to get caught. I was like, But yeah, shout out
Oh
to you,
my gosh,
Marcus.
I'm
Damn.
crying. No, I can't really think of like any like. It's oh, hold on, I'm tearing up. Ooh.
This girl be tearing up every time
I
she
know,
laughs.
like
But that's
every
crazy.
time I can't control it. Like every time I laugh, like I cry. It's the weirdest thing ever. For me, I don't think I had like that many instances where like I lied to her. I kind of just said it, and then like she would just tell me like, okay, just don't do that again. Like
yeah, she
didn't
it's
like.
it's like we had different parents, and I don't even blame her because like if I have a kid like me when I was growing up, I'll be like damn, because I just can't blame her because I was so bad, and it was like
I don't think I had like did I like I don't think I had like a period where like I was like rebellious and stuff that.
My adolescent was crazy. Like
no, I didn't have like a rebellious like.
It's like I don't know what it was. I can't even put a term on it, but I was really bad.
Nah, that definitely was not me. Okay.
Let's talk about this coffee though. Shout out to Dutch Bros if you want to sponsor me because this is good.
I'm
having the caramelizer and it's good. But go ahead.
Okay. Did your African parents ever embarrass you in front of your friends? How?
See, I can't really pick one because I can't really
she
pick
kind
one.
of did it all the time
because she did all the time. Like, and I can't even blame her because like I was really bad. Like, I remember this one time. I used to obviously she didn't know I was dating this guy, but like me and this guy were doing a little play, a little love, you know. And yeah, we used to call it play. We used to do a little play, and so he came home to visit, right? Because like our families were super close as well. So he came home to visit, and my other friend came home to visit. And I didn't wash the dishes because see, the dishes is just obviously right now I wash the dishes at my crib, but like back home the dishes were just ridiculous.
Yeah, like and we had a big household too. So like you're washing dishes for years.
Like you start washing dishes in the morning and you finish at night. Like it was like a shift. I mean, you finish at night because I would take breaks in between. But like it was a shift to wash the dishes.
that used to piss me off too because like
shift.
She would start washing dishes and like she would just go start playing with her friends in the middle of washing dishes.
Because
then come back to finish.
Guys, I promise you, it wasn't like maybe 4 dishes in the sink. It was a shift to wash them dishes.
We had this huge pot.
That
you could probably take a bath in that pot.
Yes.
I am not exaggerating. No, it was a massive
dishes are
pot.
full on top of it. And you know, this even makes me remember this stuff. I remember when I had done something and she was trying to punish me, and like those dishes were like super full, and she started bringing out dishes from like 1920 for me to wash, and I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna take the whole day because like. No,
we had this you know, like teacups. Them teacups were chipped. Some of them had like, what did they not have? Like those teacups, she must have bought them when she was a teenager, right?
Yeah.
And she held on to those. They were not going nowhere.
No.
My whole life growing up, I don't know one time that we've ever used those teacups.
But I was washing it every time.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm like,
I don't know one time we've ever used those teacups.
I don't remember. First of all, I didn't even like tea, but I don't remember using them teacups. And like, I was washing them all the time. And I was just like, and when she gets mad, bro, she's pulling up like cups and pans from everywhere. And I'm like, and we used to raise chickens at the time too.
Oh, yeah.
And it's messed up. She'll bring out them things for them chickens for me to wash. And I'm like, okay, now I'm really not going to wash them plates. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what was the question again?
It was, did your African parents ever embarrass you in front of your friends?
Oh, anyways, yeah, but I hadn't washed the dishes, and like my little boyfriend came over, and you know, she just started screaming. She's like, "Now she's kind of dog picking this. Hey, your friend is very stupid. She's very stupid. Look, the dishes have been sitting there since morning. She hasn't washed them, but she's playing with you. Now she's kind of dog picking this." I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa, calm down. But yeah, guys, yeah,
oh my God.
She did that all the time. You know, it was a lifestyle.
Well, for me, let me see. Has she ever embarrassed me in front of? I feel like you have more like good experiences though, like not good per se, but like
I was like, huh? I was like, what are you talking about?
No, maybe not like good experiences, but I feel like you had more adventurous.
Yeah, because I was a rebel child, so
yeah.
she over there talking about some. Oh, I feel like it was like a roommate. What are you talking about?
No, because like
I feel like this lady was a gangster. Like, what are you talking about? Because she the way she describes my mom, she's like, oh, I live with a roommate, but my mom, I live with an African parent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Don't get me wrong. She did discipline me sometimes, but like it wasn't. Okay, so I think here's the difference, right? The difference is whenever she disciplined me, like whenever she's literally screaming her head off, I kind of just don't react. I kind of just like just sit and stare. But I feel like for you, you were poking her because like you were making like side comments under your breath, and that will aggravate her even more. So I feel like you will make like side comments, and she's like, "What did you say?"
Yeah.
And like it will aggravate her. My mom used to have this hill, right? If she shoots that shoe at you,
it's gonna leave a hole in your head, bro.
You're gonna have a brain hemorrhage from that.
No, you're gonna have a hemorrhage, like a big one. Because I remember she would even like I remember this one time that you remember how she used to comb your head like but she would like knock your head like this, and you have like a headache for days, bro. Like
no, but for me, like I mean, answering the question, like I don't know any experiences that I can say like she embarrassed me. Like I know like for me, I was the neat kid growing up. So like I'll always clean the house. Like my room was always clean. So like whenever I feel like if anything, I feel like she used to brag about me a lot.
Yes,
like,
and that will infuriate the crap out of me too.
Like
let's talk about it. And mommy, if you're watching, listen to this, because let's talk about it, because it's no way that she's like, I don't know why you cannot be like Dosia. I don't know why you cannot be like Dosia. Why do you not like me for me? Why do you not like me for me? Because I remember one time it was a whole bunch of like guys that were drinking in front of the bar, right? And if you all don't know, my mom used to have a pub, and like people come drink, and so I used to like not bartend technically, but like I used to like do the drinks, and I was behind the counter, and so it was a bunch of them sitting and discussing, and obviously I was a bad kid, and I don't know what I had done to her, and she was like, I don't know why you cannot be like Dosia. I don't know why you cannot be like Dosia. I'm like, why do you not like me for me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was, oh my gosh, growing up was so much fun.
Because like, well, I feel like she used to compliment me, and again, going back to it, like whenever she would yell at me for something that I did wrong, I kind of just sat there and just listened. Like I didn't react, and I just listened.
The typical.
But for you,
for me, I'm like,
oh my god, that's what I'm saying. Like you will poke her where it hurts, and like she that's what she was just she just get aggravated. So sorry, I can't answer that question because like I kind of knew how to deal with her. Okay. Have you ever tried to convince your African parents to let you go to a party, and how did they take that?
That's what I'm saying. I didn't ever try because
you just did it.
Because you will not go anywhere. You're not about to leave to go to any party. So I didn't even try.
If it's not a church gathering, forget it.
If it's not church, forget it. And mommy, if you're watching, I'm so sorry, but I sneaked out a couple times because you wasn't about to let me go anywhere.
Do you remember when Carol and Vanessa went out?
Yes.
They slept on the hallway outside.
Because she's not about to let you back in.
She was like, you're not coming back into my house.
And I remember one time, mommy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you're finding out like this. But she went to a village. She went to the village, and I was like, this is my time to shine. So my friends had a party, and she had gone to the village, and so they had a party, and I was like, okay. I was like, well, she went to the village for 3 days because I think someone had passed, but like she went to the village, and like those 3 days I was like, this is my time to shine. So them 3 days I was out every single night. Like every single night I was out, and then she'll call me like, baby, are you okay? I'm like, yes, mommy, I miss you. In my head I'm like, nah, bro, take your time. You don't need to come back right now. I'm good. But like I used to go out all the time, and then the night before she showed up, she told me that she was gonna get there at 5 a.m. right? So me and
I remember that day.
She told me that she was gonna get there at 5 a.m. So me and my friends are out, and then at like 2 a.m. she calling, talking about oh yeah, we're gonna be there in 30 minutes. I'm like, huh? I'm like, 30 minutes? You need to see how I was scrambling at the club. I was like trying to get my stuff, and I was freaking out because I'm like, huh? Like the journey should not be that close. But I think she could have possibly found out I wasn't at home, because like I don't understand how she said she was gonna get there at 5 a.m. 2 a.m. She's talking about they're gonna be there in 30 minutes. I'm like, huh? Like I was scrambling at the club, bro. Like I was panicking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Oh, I like this one. Have your African parents ever threatened to send you back to the village as a punishment?
Bro, when did she not threaten to send us to the village? And let me tell you what, we went to the village one time and I hated it. I was never going back.
That was the time we went for Grandpa's burial.
Yes, like I was never gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? And then she'll threaten you like, I'll send you to the village. I'm like, no, please. I'm gonna behave, bro. Because I I hated it when
you know
I
it's
went.
crazy? Like a lot of kids that like now live in America with their parents. That's like literally their slang.
Yes.
I'll send you back to
I'll
the
send
village.
you. Oh, they'll be like, I'll send you back to Africa. I'll
Yeah,
send you
I'll
back to
send you
Africa.
back home.
And them kids, if them kids that have been home, they dread that
They
shit.
know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not because it's bad or anything, but like, it's not as lax as here because you go
No.
back and you're going back to the military. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
for real. There's no like, oh, like you know how like there's freedom of speech in America. Like,
It's no freedom of
you
speech.
just talk back to your parents.
It's nothing going on like that over there, homie. So if
Try
your mom,
it.
you know what? Let's give
Try
let's
it.
give them a little warning. Like for other people, if your parents say you're going back to Africa and you ain't never been before, you should
It's not a vacation.
It's not a vacation, you know.
It's
like
really not.
You're not going to Europe because you're gonna learn how to work farm. You're gonna,
It's fun. Don't get me
it's
wrong.
fun.
Like it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's
but-
fun, but you're gonna have an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna have an experience.
Yeah.
A very interesting experience.
Interesting experience.
Leave it at that.
Yeah.
And before you guys come for us, we're not saying Africa is bad for the
Because we're Africans too. So you know what? As a matter of fact, let me say this real quick. Because it's a lot of people in the comment section. They think that they can like bully people. And I don't know if you watched the first episode, but they never born the person will go bully me, bro. Like I don't think they understand. Like
No.
I don't think they understand that we're African and we literally have thick skin.
Well, the thing
like,
is like we've heard it. Like we've
you
literally heard it.
Yes, and I don't think people understand that you cannot bully me because I'll come for you, bro. And
It's not
I
even
will.
that. It's like okay, like because we're on the topic. Like we posted a video the other day when we were even talking about. Oh, we were talking about
the fake prophet.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
fake prophets, and it was something else. Actually, it's the most recent video we posted, and then someone went on there and said like, "Oh, you should lose weight."
Oh
hon."
yeah, someone told me that. Oh, you should go to the gym, hun.
Yeah, and
I'm
I was
like,
like, "You cannot."
That
Like,
doesn't hurt my feelings, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
fact that like that was not even a topic of conversation.
yes,
but
and they think that a lot of people. The thing is that right, they think they can come for you and like poke you or hurt you. I'm like, bro, hey, my mom's was calling me a Humpty Dumpty. You think your little gym comment is gonna hurt me? Absolutely not. You know, and the thing is, you can't bully me, bro, because I'll come for you. Anyways,
exactly.
let's keep going.
Okay. Did your African parents ever use a nickname for you when you were angry?
Is the Humpty Dumpty one, right?
Yeah, that's the Humpty Dumpty one. But then I was also thought about one for Carol.
Oh,
because
yes.
Carol will always piss off mommy.
See,
And this woman said, "You look like an ant that has diarrhea."
yes. Let me say how she said it. You know, so Carol was like, she was pissing my mom off, and my mom was like, she was pissing mommy off, and like my mom's like, why you the axle? Eh? You did like ant with the posh. I'm like, huh? Like, where do you even come up with this shit from? Like,
You look like an ant that has
Like
diarrhea,
an ant that has
bro.
diarrhea.
Have
Like,
you
what do
ever
you-
seen that?
like, where do you even come up with this term
That's
from?
scary.
I'm telling you, mommy was like, she was just on another
No, but
vibe, bro.
see, the
Like,
thing is, like, the thing is, like, I liked our relationship though, because
Yeah.
like it's not as if like we're saying here that like, oh, we carried a whole bunch of trauma and it's none like that. Like,
I'm not
it
claiming
wasn't-
any childhood
no,
trauma
like,
from my mom.
Yeah, it
wasn't.
wasn't that deep. Have you ever tried to hide a secret relationship from your African parents, and how did they find out? I'll go first with this one. Okay, so she didn't necessarily find out, right? Because by the time she knew, like, we were not a thing anymore. Back in the day, obviously, like, we didn't have phones, right? So me and my little boyfriend back then, what we used to do is like we had this jar that was planted. I'm not even joking. We had this jar. We had this jar that was planted somewhere near our house, right? And then he had a jar that was planted somewhere near his house. And then we would write letters, right? And like whenever he writes a letter to me, I'll go pick it up and read it. Whenever I write a letter to him, he would pick it up and read it. And that's how we exchange like conversation.
That is bonkers, bro. Like, that's actually mad. That y'all just go drop the letters and stuff.
That's
what
how
in
we-
the Nollywood movie is going on, bro? Like, what is going on?
That's how we converse with one another. That's
my
how we
God.
converse with one another. We literally. Oh, I need to wipe my tears.
Can you imagine though? Think about it, like, how you doing today? And then in like 10 hours, she come and drop it. I'm doing okay. And you?
No, like no, it wasn't no short
Oh, hell
sentences.
no.
We were writing essays. Like, I dream about you today. Like, you know, like I dream we got married and you know and so and
Oh,
so.
that makes me want to throw up. Oh.
I'm not joking.
Like,
And he had such a good handwriting. Like we literally we would write like paragraphs and like exchange letters, right? And
Who are you? You are cringe as fuck.
That made my skin crawl. And I'm not even gonna sit over here, but I'm gonna let you finish. But like, just to piggyback a little bit, I wasn't different because I used to have my boyfriend at the time, and
you saying I'm cringy over there.
like, it was cringy. I'm sorry, but like, I used to have my boyfriend at the time. My boyfriend at the time, and we would write letters to each other. And my boyfriend at the time, he was poetic. Like, he was spitting out the poetic justice. I thought it was Tupac. Like, the way he would write, like, he had all these sentences that he would use, and I'm like, I'll just be feeling myself. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, but for me, like we would exchange letters, right? And it was so cute. But like I think his mom found out about it, but like I don't know if my mom found out or our mom found out about it. But anyways, like I don't know that she ever found out. But that's
She
my
couldn't
story.
have.
Yeah,
She couldn't have found out because even though y'all were roommates, she couldn't have found out at that time because she go crack the crack out of you.
no, like
you know
my,
what I'm saying?
my mom was very serious about not being in a relationship.
No, because
though. Like, she
it was
very
it was
serious
so
about
bad that like you can't even use the term boyfriend. Are you crazy?
No, well, can we say that like African parents, it's okay to say the word boyfriend.
Don't let them
Say
African
it.
aunties come for you.
Please say the word. Like repeat after me. Boyfriend.
That's not a terminology for them. It's your friend.
It's an abomination.
It's your friend. Because what are you talking about?
Like you introduce them and you're like, oh, mommy, this is my boyfriend.
What is
They're
that?
like, oh, that's your friend.
Oh, that's your friend?
That's my
You're
boyfriend.
literally telling them like, this is my boyfriend, but they'll cut the part boy and be like, oh, that's your friend.
It's like they're in disassociation. They don't want to believe
they don't
it.
associate with that word.
No.
Like, why do you have a boyfriend? Like, why do you have a
Why?
man?
No,
you know.
and it doesn't matter. Like you and African parents do this thing where like from the age of like 16 to like 22, 23, you're not allowed to have a boyfriend. Mom, he 25. Where's the husband?
Where's the husband? You're not married. You're
I
not
need my
married.
grandchildren.
I need my grandchildren, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I remember when I was younger, if I bring a man to this house, you're gonna beat the crap out of me, whoop the shit out of me. But now, oh, you should give me grandkids. No, I don't want to have kids right now.
Okay, guys, so here's the last question. Have you ever tried to teach your African parents how to use a smartphone or computer?
Let me tell you what. I tried to teach my mom, and I got so frustrated, and I was like, nah, don't say I got this.
I was just about to say quit lying because you don't have
I don't have the patience.
You don't.
I don't have the patience for that, bro, because I'm like,
she calls me,
no.
like my phone is on speed dial. Like she calls me every like, oh my God, when she first found YouTube. Oh my God. Like she's like, she will call me and she's like, oh, like it went on mute. It went on mute and all she did was literally hit the mute on the remote. Tell me why I have to call her and like I'll have her FaceTime me. And to flip the camera, I literally have to explain all the logistics in the iPhone.
no,
and how
I
to
don't
flip
have the time for that, bro. Like, I get so frustrated because I'm like, bro, please.
I'm so proud of her though. Like, yeah, I got her an iPad and now she knows how to like open Zoom and she knows how to
that's
use
good.
like YouTube. She was telling me the other day, like, baby, there's this other one called Instagram and Snapchat. I'm
Let me
like,
not
no.
catch her on there.
You're
Let
not-
me
you're
not
not-
catch her on Instagram because my mom is she's too innocent for Instagram.
Yeah,
you know, she's
no.
so innocent for some of these apps, and I'm like, nah, I cherish my mom so much. I don't want
She
her
was
on
like,
there.
what's this other one called Snapchat?
No,
like,
we don't want you on there, ma.
you're fine on Facebook. You're fine. Like Facebook.
And
is
on
okay for
Facebook, you post a picture, bro, all them gifts gonna be in your comments. The heart that is going out like gonna be in the comment. And you post a picture on Facebook and you just see like all these gifts coming in. I'm like, damn, there you
No,
go.
I don't use Facebook no more. Do you use it?
Yeah, sometimes, bro. Like I don't know.
Like I feel like Facebook just reminds me of like
Back home and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I go on Facebook for I don't know why I would even be on
Actually,
there.
I go on Facebook to see like which of my friends are married.
I got scammed on there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I got scammed $450 when I was trying to buy a camera
Oh
for
yeah,
YouTube.
that's true. And I didn't.
And
I warned you.
I sent the money and that bitch blocked me right away.
This is a perfect scenario. This
$450.
is a perfect scenario for me to say I told you so because I
Bro.
clearly warned you.
I sent the money to her and she just blocked me, bro.
Didn't you get scammed too on Facebook Marketplace? Yeah, and I told you the same thing. I literally quoted you. I was like, Emma got scammed on Facebook.
No,
like,
but I didn't get scammed with $20. I got scammed $450. That's crazy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like, and that girl, she pops up on my TikTok. Because obviously I had her number and
Yeah.
stuff. And so she pops up on my TikTok. But like, I'm just like, you know what? You're going to get a bottle from somewhere else. You
Oh
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
she's definitely gonna have a camera. Actually, there's one more question. Is did your African parents ever have a funny reaction to your fashion choices?
Bro, see, now my mom doesn't really comment on my outfits and everything, on my outfit choices. She doesn't really comment. But I remember the most recent vacation we went on. We went to Miami. And I had this dress. It was like a asymmetrical dress, and like it was really short. And so I wear the dress. That was my first time trying the dress as the outfit on as well. And I knew the dress was super short, but like that's the outfit I was gonna wear, So I wear the dress, and my mom doesn't say nothing, but her eyes are like just staring at me.
Dead stare.
She gave me a dead stare, and she's just staring at me. And I walk past to the bathroom, and I see her eyes just following me. And then I walk back, and her eyes are just following me. And I'm like, Mommy, what is it? I was just like, Mommy, what is it? Like, do you have something to tell me? And she's like, no, baby, I think the dress is nice. I'm like, nah, you need to quit lying. Like, why are you staring at me like that? And I already knew that she was judging me, all kinds of judging in her head.
Well, see, the thing is, growing up, she wouldn't ever let us like wear like any like cleavage clothes or whatever. I remember this one time I wasn't even going anywhere. I literally was going to the corner store, but like, first of all, I wasn't going nowhere. So I was like, if I'm gonna go to the corner store, I might as well look cute. You know what I mean? I wore like these like booty shorts, because you know how like there was a time where everyone and their mama was in booty shorts.
Yes.
Like, so I had these little cute booty shorts or wherever I got that from, and she told me I am not going to the store wearing that.
Yeah.
I remember begging this lady, literally going to less than like a quarter of a mile away from our house, and I remember begging her just to wear those shorts. She was like, you are not going anywhere.
And keep in mind, like back home is very conservative, that like you literally would not wear whatever like, because I remember very similar to yours. I had it wasn't even an anklet, it wasn't even an ankle bracelet, but like it was very similar. It was like I just tied a thread around my legs.
Oh, don't they associate that to like
prostitution?
Things? Oh,
like
that's true.
They associate that to prostitution. So I had that thing on my leg. I just tied a chain on my leg because I thought it was cute. Because back home, I always like nose rings and like the ankle bracelets. Like I just thought this fashion style was good.
I don't mind nose rings. I've just never had the courage to do it. I'm scared.
Girl, this is my third. I have a double nose ring, but I just closed this one.
I wanted to have like the piercings on the ears, but I'm scared as hell of piercings.
Oh no, because right now I'm limited on what I can do because of school.
But anyways, go ahead. I cut you short.
So the anklet, I just had like a thread tied around my leg, and she sees it, and she was like, before I open my eyes, just take that thing off your legs. Before I open my eyes, before I meet you there. And she said, before I meet you there, she's gonna meet you there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, whoa, but yeah, like back home is so conservative. So she raised us like we weren't really wearing like stuff like that. Yeah. But at the same time, like she was a little understanding, but it was sometimes.
I mean, it's okay to still look cute, but like it's just there were certain things that you weren't about to go out with it. And like, let me tell you something. I absolutely loved how I would not trade how we raised up or how we were raised for anything else.
Me neither.
Because like it was just amazing.
I talk so highly of our upbringing because my mom, she did the thing. Like
kudos to you.
Kudos to you. Like she did her thing raising us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she did her thing. Like this lady scared the crap out of me.
They used to call her like a lioness.
They used to call her a lion. I remember one time, like I don't even know if I should bring this up, but I remember one time, my boyfriend at the time, and something had happened, and he was just like, he was just like, bro, your mom scares me. Your mom scares me. And I was like, she scared me too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like my mom.
She used to go after like guys in the neighborhood that would ask us.
Yes.
Like she would threaten you.
She would threaten you, like, leave my daughter alone.
Stay away from my daughter.
Like, stay away from my daughter. And people used to be scared of her, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
She like guys in the neighborhood were terrified of her.
They were terrified of her because like. But anyways, guys, we have come to the end of the episode. If you liked it, go ahead and leave us a comment. This was the first part was super cute. Like a lot of people related.
Really quickly, so next episode is actually the first season of Christmas, or the first episode of the Christmas season. So I wanted us to do something. So for the next month, we're gonna dress in like Christmas outfits. Okay. Right. So I was gonna tell you, I was gonna text you, but I don't know, I forgot. So I wanted for the whole of Christmas, right? For us to do on the pod. Like obviously we're gonna like decorate in here and whatnot, but like I wanted us to have like to wear like Christmas outfits for the next 4 episodes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Excuse me.
That would be Gucci.
Yeah, because our first episode, our episode next week is actually gonna be for the first of am I right? I think so, right? Let me check.
Would it be the 1st of December?
Yeah,
for the next
I think
episode?
so.
The next.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Not. Yeah, I am right. Is it?
When is next Friday?
Because Oh no. Yeah, it is. Next Friday is the 1st of December.
Ooh, guys.
Yeah,
So it's gonna be a different setup in here. It's gonna be all Christmassy.
And so we're gonna be either in red or green. So those are the only two options.
Yeah, and if y'all want to check out how we're decorating it, I'm gonna have a vlog on my channel.
I think we're also just gonna film like a little, like maybe like a 10-minute
like clip of us.
in here.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. And I'm also gonna have my vlog is coming up, guys. So check my YouTube out.
I am gonna take YouTube seriously. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And
Don't
then
trust
lastly,
this girl. Anyways, go ahead.
And then lastly, we're starting our segments next week as well.
Yeah.
So if you remember, we mentioned this in the last episode. The segments are gonna be two parts of it. One part of it is we're answering like questions back and forth. So you get your segment, I get my segment, and answering the questions. And then the other part is gonna be the dilemmas, because you guys voted on dilemmas on our Instagram.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put a poll up. It's actually going to be via email.
Okay.
And you guys let us know if you want to send in voice memos as well. We're perfectly fine with that if you're comfortable doing voice memos. But yeah, so the next episode, we're going to start with our dilemmas at the end of the episode. But that pretty much wraps up.
That wraps it up, guys.
Today.
Show us love on Instagram, on YouTube. Check us out on Spotify, guys. Like, raise the numbers up. And that wraps it up.
I think someone also said like for us to go on like Apple Podcasts.
We're
Guys,
working on that.
Yeah, like we're working on that. Like we're kind of just figuring stuff out, really. Yeah. But yeah, I would try for us to definitely be available everywhere by next episode or by this episode. So look out for that.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.